Well, it was Gamescom today. As you can tell, I have a new background. I have moved. That's why I've been MIA. I know nobody cares. Just a quick update. There's much better natural lighting here for now. I'm planning on putting a shade up here, and I don't know. I think a little bit will still leak in from the top, but we'll see. Like, this is with my light on. Let me turn it off. It's a little bit harder to reach because this desk are like, not as dark as the old place. But I actually don't mind this because there's no lights like on the ceiling. It's just light from two small windows coming over there. Anyways, so today was Gamescom. I didn't stream it. I have also added a third monitor finally, which is nice. So still kind of figuring stuff out here, but anyways, we have the new trailer for FF7. Go ahead and watch it for the first time. I didn't watch Gamescom. So we'll be watching this trailer for the first time. And let me turn my TV down. I don't think it's coming through, but when the streamer gets really loud, it might. So anyways, let's see what we got going on here.
Let's move! My fellow citizens, we are assailed on every side by the enormous meteor that looms over our heads, and by towering monstrosities termed weapons, like the one that made landfall outside Midgar. But I know that we will rise to every challenge and show heaven and earth that it is we who
It's interesting that we have two different types of weapons here. The ones that we know, and these new ones that they added.
You said weapons are guardians of the planet, right? The planet sees us as another threat to our well-being.
Was somebody riding that weapon? No way, right?
You call them planetary warriors.
There's Ruby. I don't think Emerald exists. Oh, there's Emerald. Okay, Emerald does exist. Ooh, so underwater section may still be happening.
We fight.
That's... oh, Typhoon? That's actually... I thought they might cut the whole underwater section out. This gives me hope they might actually... oh.
Taking down weapons, hunting materia. Way overdue for a day off.
Once we've got a future to fight for,
Was that
nothing will stop us.
Emerald walking through the city?
We'll finish this together.
We're definitely gonna have to watch this back. What the... there's a whole lot of weapon stuff going on here. There was a lot of weapon stuff. Okay, I think it was another relatively safe played trailer. There wasn't a whole lot new. I mean, we have a bunch of weapons because of the ones they added, plus the ones we know. They showed us Emerald, which was nice. Again, I was worried they just cut the whole underwater section completely. So that's good. Let's run that back.
Let's move!
Where is this a place we've already been, or is it new? This definitely looks new. What is this, though? Is this just another form of Genova? Trying to think. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Or it's just something completely new. I mean, it could be Lost Number since we didn't do well, no. Man, I don't know. Here you have Rufus with his propaganda. I'm assuming, by the way, that the mobile game that is shutting down before Part 3 comes out, by the way, which is kind of crazy. I thought the mobile game would at least last until Part 3. assuming a lot of that story is going to cut into this, like the Seraph Rufus thing. We have a little bit of clarification on now because of the mobile game, and other kind of Wu-Tai plot points, Glenn, stuff like that. I'm assuming they'll tie that more, and you'll need kind of knowledge there if you want the full picture.
Citizens
Around Rufus here in part 3 would be my guess.
By the enormous
Make sure you listen to what he was saying.
My fellow citizens, we are assailed on every side by the enormous meteor that looms over our heads, and by towering monstrosities termed
That Diamond looks so high tech here. You know, he looks like he's from the future and like he's just wearing a whole bunch of like Shinra tech armor or something, you know?
like the one that made landfall outside Midgar. But I know that we will rise to every challenge and show heaven and earth that it is we who reign supreme.
So I guess Shinra, I'm assuming that's what this is. I assume Shinra is actually going to try to contribute more to killing weapons than just Diamond. Which kind of makes sense.
My fellow citizens, we are assailed on every side by the...
Oh wait, can you already see? Is that that's just a regular weapon down there, right? I didn't see that until now.
Every side.
Yeah, that looks like one of their baby Kyogre form weapons. This is an island, so could be Wu-Tai, could be Mediel. It's probably Mediel.
By the enormous meteor that looms over our heads.
Is that the Shinra cannon? That's the Shinra cannon already, or the Junon cannon already at Midgar, by the way. I think.
Over our heads.
Kind of dark, hard to tell.
By towering monstrosities termed weapons, like the one that made landfall outside Midgar. But I know that we will rise to every challenge and show heaven and earth that it is we who reign supreme.
Is that an Iron Giant Cloud's fighting, by the way? You don't really get a whole lot. Or, oh, could this be, oh, wait. Could this be the underwater reactor boss? Possibly?
You said weapons are guardians of the planet, right? The planet sees us as another threat to our well-being, and rightfully so.
You call them planetary warriors.
I like this. These are really cool. These make really nice backgrounds, by the way. I'm sure there'll be clean screenshots of them online.
But I call them...
Where does he come out? He doesn't come out in, like, the middle of the desert. I guess the desert is more fleshed out in Rebirth to begin with, but
I call them weapons of mass.
This one's really exciting. I thought for sure, I mean, they didn't show them the first time, so, and obviously they didn't just throw them in due to feedback or negativity press, because they're too late in the dev cycle to do that. So that's good. We still may not get a submarine, you know, maybe there's still no underwater section, but you know, we do know for sure, at least, that we have
Weapons
Emerald.
of mass destruction.
Only one thing to do. We fight.
We have Typhoon, assuming he's not mistranslated again or Who's on that chocobo there? You have Vincent and Sid. I don't think we get to see the third and fourth. Is it Kate Sith just actually riding the chocobo? I don't remember if he did that in Rebirth. They're showing a lot of Kate Sith too, which kind of makes sense based on stuff that happens with...
Taking down weapons, hunting materia. Way overdue for a day off.
Is that? Oh, it is the submarine, and it is Emerald. Interesting. So in FF7OG, when you first drop down in the sub, there's like this underwater reactor. And people are always wondering why we didn't go into it, or why would, like, it was cool, but Interesting. So Emerald Tier. I hope that this doesn't get turned into a gimmick fight in the submarine or something, you know? That would be disappointing. Because it looks like that might be it. Emerald shooting something out of his thigh there. Oh, please don't show us Emerald just to make him a gimmick fight. Please, please don't do that.
Once we've got a future to fight for, nothing will stop us.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
Pulling an FF-10 Sid here with the airship.
We'll finish this together.
So very weapon central trailer. Not too much on the story, not too spoilery. I actually like that. Again, I think they're playing it really safe with these trailers though. Probably because of reception that they've had. I don't know though. I mean, to me, it felt like these first two trailers were very safe. We've seen no Eris. We've seen no to very little of like new big changes like Zack, who I'm pretty sure they've said is still going to have a big part. So trailer-wise, they're playing it really safe. But good Emeralds here. Hopefully it's not a... Also, Tifa in that fit looks so good. Of course she does. She looks good in anything. But hopefully they don't turn Emerald into just some gimmick fight, you know? Just some submarine gimmick.
But I call them weapons of mass destruction.
But it's good to see Emerald in the game. You know, that's a start. And the underwater section. How big the underwater section will be, I doubt it's going to be like a giant second world fleshed out massive. But, you know, we might actually still get some underwater exploration. The important parts, like the Key of the Ancients, Gelnica as a sub-dungeon, possibly. Obviously Emerald's here. Obviously whatever that little underwater city or reactor was. But, yeah, you know. I liked it. So that's it. You know, here's my little mini update and watch and analysis, and I'm gonna go catch up on the rest of Gamescom now. Tides of Annihilation was interesting to me, so I'll go see what that new trailer is. Then we'll see what all the other new stuff is, and yeah. So, anyways, I'm out. I'll possibly be back to regular content stuff again soon. Still getting settled in and seeing schedules and stuff and whatever. So, yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.